Hi everyone, this is Michael the Sesame Street Fan 2001, and today I'm going to be showing you what if Sesame Street VHS and DVD releases by Sony Wonder used the 1999 to 2008 PBS Kids IDs, which are all 6 from September 6, 1999, September 4th, 2000, and January 21st, 2002. We're going to start off with the 2000 to 2001 releases, which end with only the 1999 PBS Kids Idents, either dash or dot. First, we're going to start off with Elmo's World, Dancing, Music, and Books on VHS, released on February 1st, 2000, and on DVD on October 30th, 2001, which contains the Season 1 episodes, Dancing, Books, and Music, which are all seen on Season 30 of Sesame Street. And this would end with the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ID with Dash the Boy thinking about something. So, here comes the debut. Here it comes.
Visit Sesame Street on the web at www.sesamestreet.com.
Doink.
PBS Kids!
Yes, you are correct. This would be the very first Elmo's World VHS and the very first Sesame Street VHS to use the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ID, where Dash thinks about something. And that will be Elmo's World, Dancing, Music, and Books, 2000 VHS and 2001 DVD, because the 2000 VHS was released on February 1st, 2000, and was released on DVD on October 30th, 2001. The next Sesame Street VHS that will also have the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ID, where Dash also thinks about something, will be the 2000 VHS of Sesame Street CinderElmo, released on February 29th of leap year of 2000, which is also the exact same day CTW and Sony Wonder released the DVD of Sesame Street CinderElmo, which will be the very first Sesame Street DVD to use the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ID and a PBS Kids ID in general.
Visit Sesame Street on the web at www.sesamestreet.com.
Doink.
PBS Kids!
At the end of this VHS of Sesame Street CinderElmo, along with this DVD of Sesame Street CinderElmo, this will also have the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ID, where Dash also thinks about something. The next Sesame Street VHS and the next Sesame Street DVD would be Sesame Street Elmo's World, another Elmo's World video, which is the 2000 VHS and the 2003 DVD of Elmo's World, Transportation, Food, and More. Because the 2000 VHS of Elmo's World, Transportation, Food, and More was released on March 21st, 2000. Also the exact same day Sony Wonder released Arthur Goes to Hollywood and Arthur's Famous Friends on VHS, which both ended with the 1999 PBS Kids Dot ID, where Dot the girl runs up to the front of the screen. And the DVD of Elmo's World, Transportation, Food, and More will be released on January 14th, 2003. Also the exact same day, Sony Wonder released Arthur's Family Fun and Arthur's Snow Day, both on DVD, which ended with the 2000 PBS Kids Dot Transformation ID, where Dot transforms into a tiger, octopus, and astronaut. And also the exact same day, Sony Wonder released the Arthur DVDs of Arthur Goes to Hollywood and Arthur's Famous Friends, which both ended with the 1999 PBS Kids Dot ID, where Dot the girl runs up to the front of the screen. Now let's get back to Transportation, Food, and More. And this would be Volume 2 of Elmo's World on VHS, and this would be the earliest Elmo's World VHS to use the words "and more" after the first two episodes, and the only VHS to use the words "and more" after 2 episodes, and all the 3 episodes from Season 1. Oh, I forgot to mention, Elmo's World, Dancing, Music, and Books will have dots circular PBS Kids logo on the spine. And Sesame Street CinderElmo will have dashes circular PBS Kids logo on the spine. Well, on this case, the spine for Elmo's World Transportation, Food, and More is going to have dashes circular PBS Kids logo being shown. This will contain all the Season 1 episodes, Transportation, Food, and the series premiere episode of Elmo's World that debuted on Season 30 of Sesame Street. The Elmo's World series premiere episode is called Balls. And yes, the Elmo's World episode, Food, would later be seen on the 2005 VHS and DVD of Elmo's World, Food, Water, and Exercise, released May 10th, 2005. And the Elmo's World episode, Balls, was previously seen on the 1999 VHS and the 2002 DVD of Sesame Street, The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play. Oh, and on top of that, Elmo's World Transportation, Food, and More would be the very first Sesame Street VHS and the very first Elmo's World VHS to use the 1999 PBS Kids Dot ID with Dot the Girl running up to the front of the screen. And let's see how this VHS would close with. And I think it's going to be due to the VHS using the same master as the 2003 DVD. Let's take a look.
Visit Sesame Street on the web at www.sesamestreet.com.
PBS Kids!
Yep, this is what it would look like if Sesame Street, Elmo's World, Transportation, Food, and More on VHS was the debut of the 1999 PBS Kids Dot ID, where Dot runs up to the front of the screen. Now let's get on to the next Sesame Street VHS release, which is Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More, released on VHS on May 2nd of 2000, and also released on DVD on May 14th of 2002. The spine would have dots circular PBS Kids logo, and on the back it would contain all the Season 2 episodes, Babies, Dogs, and Farms, also known as Life on the Farm. This would be the last Sesame Street VHS in the CTW era, and the last Elmo's World VHS to be in the CTW era. Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More will end with the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ID with Dash the Boy thinking about something, just like on Elmo's World, Dancing, Music, and Books, and Sesame Street, CinderElmo.
Visit Sesame Street on the web at www.sesamestreet.com.
Doink. PBS Kids!
And once again, just like on Elmo's World, Dancing, Music, and Books, and Sesame Street, CinderElmo, this Sesame Street Elmo's World VHS of Babies, Dogs, and More, released on May 2nd, 2000, along with a DVD of it, released on May 14th, 2002, will end with the 1999 PBS Kids Dash ID, where Dash thinks about something. See you in Part 2.